My name is Jacqueline Cotter. I'm a native Philadelphian. I've been doing some form of art all my life. I went briefly to the academy, and after the war and my family was started, I went to Fleischer.
This is the Vietnam War you're talking about?
No, it's World War II.
How old are you, or is that an impolite question?
I have not yet reached 90.
For an artist who hasn't even reached 90 yet, Jacqueline Cotter has led quite the fascinating life. She is a much revered figure in Philadelphia art circles, and her many fellow artists who showed up to her May 16th opening at the Rosenfeld Gallery were treated to some of the most beautiful paintings of her career.
My name is Fran Gallen, and I'm an artist also, and my relationship with Jackie Cotter goes back to about the mid-70s. This work just sings. It's luscious, it's sexy, it's alive, and just magnificent. I think it's better than ever.
My name is Penny Harris, and I just want to congratulate you on a magnificent show. Your color is more beautiful than ever. You're freer than ever. So it's wonderful to see, and I'm so happy I could make it.
My name is Doris Staffel. I'm really thoroughly enjoying Jackie's show. There are a lot of changes, and they're much more luminous than they used to be.
This is all the more remarkable because of a condition she has that has lately taken a turn for the worse. Your vision is starting to have some problems. What's going on there?
It's called macular degeneration. Avoid it like the plague.
In a newspaper article about her, Jackie said, "I haven't come to terms with it yet. I'm 89 years old, so you have to have some loss, but why does it have to be my eyes?" As a lifelong artist, is that kind of a depressing thing, or?
I can't answer that question yet. I haven't had time to consider it.
She is not the first artist that has suffered in this manner. Degas famously lost much of his vision, but continued to work and create masterpieces despite his affliction. Jackie's friend, the artist Bill Scott, talked about the effect of this on her style.
When you don't have the control that you are familiar with, you end up doing things that you really never expected, and it leads you into new areas.
These new areas for Jackie have produced a simpler and looser style. Like Degas, Jackie Cotter uses a lifetime of artistic experience to continue to work despite her failing vision. The consensus view is that her work is more focused, more profound, and pure than ever.
Hi, I'm Obi. I'm a friend of Jackie Cotter's, and I'm here at the gallery showing. I'm just so impressed by the showing she has this time. Her artwork is so varied, the colors she uses, and the emotion in the painting that she puts out. Sometimes some somber tones and very, very low-key, and then all of a sudden a splash of color, and it just excites the whole canvas. Even looking at something closer, you'll see a few details, and when you cross the room and look back, you see it in an entirely new perspective. It just makes sense, or has a balance, or has even maybe a controlled, a beautiful chaos of all the colors coming together.
Are these all oil paintings?
No, these are acrylics. When I moved in town, and changed my living situation, I had to stop oils and I switched over to acrylic. The acrylics are so good now and they have wonderful mediums, and I really haven't seen much difference as far as being able to work with it.
Do you use something that makes it dry slower, or?
Yeah, I use that and make it juicier. And
Can you describe your process of making a painting?
no.
Would you start with a drawing?
No. I just start in. And I work on several paintings. I don't work on just one until it's finished. I wish I could, but I usually have about 4 or 5 things going at the same time.
How do you know when it's done?
Someone comes in and taps you on the shoulder and says, that's it. Oftentimes you put it in a corner and you come across it and you know just what has to be done.
Now, I noticed some of them are on paper and they're framed, is that correct? Or
They're on mylar.
Oh, mylar.
Yeah. It's a synthetic paper.
Do you have to gesso those? Or?
No. You just go right onto it.
In addition to being an artist, Jackie raised 5 children.
Yeah, my mother is very active. She's probably one of the original Renaissance women. She worked full-time. She took care of us full-time. She became an artist. I mean, she's very independent. She's almost 90 years old now, and she still is extremely independent.
She started painting in high school, I believe, when she was in high school. And she painted through the 30s, and then she joined the Army in the 40s. She was a whack.
My parents actually met when they were both in the Army. On Christmas Eve they met. My mother was in a taxi cab, was pouring rain. She saw a soldier trying to get a cab. She said, stop and pick up the soldier. A week later they were engaged. That was in 1943. They got married in June of 44, and my sister was born in April of 45.
Any insights into your mother's personality? Was she a good mother?
Yes.
Did she ever, instead of giving you your bottle, just decide it was time to paint instead?
No, actually, she really spent most of her time taking care of us and taking care of the house and working occasionally or full-time, so she did not spend that much time painting other than helping us with our school projects. Once I went to college and my other brothers were in high school, I think that's when she picked up her painting more.
There were 5 of us.
She had 5 kids, and that kind of put a damper on the...
Yeah, it ruined her life.
I wanted to know how having these youngsters affected her. Now, you gave up the golden painting years to be with these brats? Is that the... Did you ever regret that?
Never.
Are they good kids?
Kids are fine.
I have to say, I have admired Jackie's work for years, but this was the first time I got to meet her in person. And on so many levels, it was truly a pleasure. I guess they don't call it the greatest generation for nothing.
My son will be coming back coming to visit me next week. He lives in Brooklyn, and I want him to see your work.
Okay. When people say nice things to me, I want to know who they are.
Okay.
I like your toenail polish.
Thank you.
How long have you been painting your toenails?
For the last couple of years.
Oh, so it started in your late 30s, you're saying?